And the purpose of this course is to enable the students to develop some concrete business ideas with the help of the experts, and they will develop a project idea and work on it through various phases of product development and business plan. And the main focus area is related with the mobile and web technology, although the students will be given freedom to generate some innovative ideas. And the session will consist of some interaction with the experts, and the experts will be generally related with the mobile and web technology, which will be like from the Kenya, and most probably from networks of John. And speed networking, presentation, YouTube videos, and developing the milestones. Next is the how to set up an enterprise. It's like gives an overview for if someone wants to start a business. So entrepreneurs are not born; they are made. Entrepreneurship is a skill that can be learned. And while starting a business, you should do something that you feel passionate about, and not just for the making money. Otherwise, there is high chance of getting failure. And get a better understanding of your own skills, motivation level related to what is needed to set up an enterprise. Here are the points, and the details can be found in the PDF file which I have uploaded in the environment. And the pitfalls to avoid. I'm not going in details because of the lack of time. And it's what it takes. It's to be a successful entrepreneur. You need passion, determination, and the skill to be independent and interdependent. Have enough emotional maturity, self-motivation, and experience to be your own boss. And the courage to take the risks and straight through the ups and downs. And finally, believe in yourself and believe in your ideas. Thank you. Now my friend Amit will continue.
I'm going to talk about teacher training curriculum, which we have developed. Basically, it's for the teachers who will teach in the secondary schools at different levels. They can go for the primary or the secondary. Normally, it's like the ICT teacher takes from primary to secondary in most of the developing countries. And one of the things that you probably also don't know about me was I was a software engineer, and then I gave that up to become a school teacher. So I had first-hand sort of experience of the problems I faced in 2 years as a teacher. And I do believe that education is the best way to change a society. And teachers are the people who make grassroots change happen. And two groups of people we are going to have, like who can join the course. One is the existing teachers who are not having any background in the ICT, and the other is students who have finished their secondary school education. And this is coming from people in Mozambique. I mean, the policymakers there, they suggested these are the two groups. And these are the subjects or the courses they are going to have. First is Introduction to ICT. This is basically we start from with an assumption that they probably don't know how to interact with the computer. So it starts with the typing sort of skill and how to use mouse. Once they are comfortable with that, and my basic idea is that probably for initial 10 days to 2 weeks, we give them time with initial softwares with which they can develop their typing skills and feel more comfortable with starting the machine, switching it off, and they are at ease with the whole thing. And after that, the whole thing builds up. And then we have operating system basics and hardware troubleshooting and office software. One is proprietary like Microsoft, which is the most famous one, and then we have Open Office. And both of them, I think, because these are now at a level where they can sort of compete, though right now Microsoft is still ahead of the others, but they may catch up. I'm positive on that. And Internet Basics, and because now they have started teaching programming languages in schools, so we just wanted them to have general idea of how programming works. So there is an introductory subject for procedural programming using C. This is all within the first semester. And second semester, Moodle is being used for a lot of e-learning. And I wanted to sort of have teachers should be competent enough to use Moodle as administrators, because in most of the schools the ICT teacher is supposed to take care of a lot of things. Anything related to ICT is your headache, because there are not many people. So these people should be able to administer the environment as well as use it as a teacher. And operating system basics. This basically, I come from a background where I had economics in my undergrads, so I know like a lot of policymakers in developing countries. One of the issues they face is uh, how to budget the whole thing. And if you are buying all the softwares, the software costs a lot. So my issue of using OpenOffice as well as Linux was that they are much cheaper or free at all. So there are no costs involved. It can give a huge benefit to especially the developing economies. Uh, so again, Linux and general hardware troubleshooting, the idea behind having this part there was once a computer, something goes wrong, keyboard is not working or mouse is not working, if the teacher is not comfortable in fixing them back, then the machine sits there without any use for weeks and weeks till somebody comes and fixes it up. And then there are charges also. So uh, this particular thing was they should be able to maintain a running lab by themselves and create your website basically so that if there is some idea or some maybe they want to have a school website or their own idea they want to have a website, they should have the ability to create that and maintain it. Intermediate level programming, this is basic Java. In schools the whole issue of teaching programming is not very in-depth sort of knowledge, but just the general idea so that students have that mindset. If they want to opt for these kind of careers, they should have the ability, but a teacher needs to be reasonably good at it. So I mean, these are not university level courses, but these are courses which make sure that you know the fundamentals quite well and you can communicate it. And then multimedia and Web 2.0, because without it, today the world does not move for most of us. And relational database basics, it's again using MySQL because MySQL is the freeware. And then there is a final project that they will create, like it will be related to how they are going to implement certain topics or how they have to develop something for the children in the final topic, which they can sort of suggest to others. Uh, this was summary is basically the same thing. It starts at the beginners level ICT where you have not probably used the computer before, and then it builds up gradually. Uh, I've tried to sort of make it a globally relevant curriculum which you can locally contextualize. If there are certain local requirements, you can. But this is a general set which I feel all the teachers must know and must be good at. And intention was to help them learn the subjects well while also making them capable enough to keep the lab running. Healthy exposure to free and paid softwares.
Okay, so we are ready, you can shoot.
Let's give him a round of applause first.